Greetings. Today is April 12th. Currently, gold is $3,254.50, and silver is at $32.54. And if you could see here, we got some junk silver. So, got some junk silver here, different dates. Got some dollars, just so you could see. Some piece dollars, and then of course we got 50-cent pieces. There's our Walking Liberty, of course our Kennedy, and our Franklin. And like I said, recently I had just gotten this 50-cent piece from the World's Expo in Chicago. So I got that. And then I have obviously different denominations, some quarters here. These are also quarters, barber quarters. Really like these barber quarters. And then of course 64 or older dimes. And I could have sworn I had more, but I only have 2 of these Mercury dimes, which I really like, and I've been meaning to get more. Of course, this one's over here is damaged, but I got it anyway, just like the Mercury. And anyway, so we are going to unbox an order that I got not too long ago. And it is it's going to be for junk silver. Just move this in a bit, and I will open this up and see what we got. Kind of feels like everything's loose. Shouldn't be, but okay. So this order was from Emix. I think I had mentioned it last time that I do still buy from Emix. And this time I stuck strictly to junk silver. So before we start going through all these junk silver, let's show you what I got here on the table. I got all the denominations, starting with our dollars, then our 50-cent pieces, quarters, and then our dimes. Well, there's another Mercury right there. And then that's really what I collect as far as junk silver goes, but I wanted to include these pennies. This is a steel penny. I believe it was during World War II, if I'm not mistaken. And I got other pennies, but I believe this is the only steel I have. The other ones are just copper. And then I just wanted to show this penny. I just saw this recently. This one is it looks like a 19... I'm showing my age. I usually have to get the magnifying glass to see it. There we go. 1905. I saw one of these online go for a little over, oh God, I think it was like $2,000 or $3,000, but it was a 1903. Very good condition. But yeah, they got a pretty penny, pun intended. But anyway, I just wanted to show it. I only got one of these. Everything else is just regular copper. And then most of your nickels only have 40% silver. I'm not really big on collecting nickels, although I do have some, but these are the only 3 of the buffalo head that I got. And then I got a V nickel, which I saw one at my local coin store the other day. I thought about picking it up, but I didn't. Kind of wish I would have now. But here you go. Hopefully you could see that. And let's see, the date is 1911 on that. So, enough of that. Let's get into the order. So I got some more Walking Liberties, $50. So there's our $50 Walking Liberties. Looks like a 44 to 47. This one obviously looks like it was cleaned. I personally am okay with that, but I know it hurts the value. So I won't clean mine, even though I did attempt to do it once and didn't work out. So probably not going to do it anymore. But yeah, that's, to me, that looks like that was cleaned. So there's some Walking Liberties, 50-cent pieces. And let's see. And we got more 50-cent pieces, Barbers. So these are the Barber 50-cent pieces. And all these coins I'm opening right now, they're all 90%. Okay, let's see, we'll go to those later. I'm gonna get all the 50-cent pieces first. So here's more Walking Liberty. And that one looks like a 45. Both of these are 45s. So we got, there was a gentleman I met at the gun store, at the gun show not too long ago, and I noticed he didn't have any junk silver, so I asked him about it, and he said he was looking for some. I told him where I usually pick it up, usually at the coins shop that I go to, and he asked me if I got any to let him know that he would buy it from me. This is a 1904 and 1908. These are Barber half dollars, and I'll put them in cases after this video. Let's see. Then I got some Barber quarters. So all of these I got were $1 face value. So there's my Barber quarters. And it looks like we got 1892, 1909, 1899, and that looks like 1911. So there's my Barber quarters. I really like these designs on the back. So there's our quarters now. Let me put these on here real quick. And I really wanted Barbers. It's, I like the old stuff that's easy to identify. For example, if I try to trade, if we're in a barter situation and I'm trying to trade this dime versus this dime, this one everyone is going to know that it's going to be silver. This one they're going to have to check the date to make sure that it's 64 or older. So that's why I like kind of getting the older stuff, right? It still has the 90% silver. Of course, it was circulated, so they're worn, right? So some of these are going to be thinner than others. These you can't tell, but my local coin store, when he sells them by weight for that very reason. So let's see what else we got here. Here's some Walking Liberty quarters, and I think, pretty sure these are my first ones. I may have some already. I don't even recall. But we got, let's see, looks like 1929, 1927, 1929, 1925. And again, I really like these, the background, the eagle in the back. Looks really nice. So here's our Walking Liberty quarters, or Standing Liberty, I think is what they call it. I would love to get the Sitting Liberty, but yeah, I've been pricing them. They're pretty expensive, and as much as I like Constitutional Silver, I like to buy it by the ounce. So if I'm going to spend on Constitutional Silver, I'd rather buy the ounce. For example, all these coins I didn't pay very much for. I've had them for years. But right now on Ampix, this coin, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was going for like $32 or $34. Well, 1 ounce of silver is about that price right now, so I'd rather just go with silver, 1 ounce versus the 90%. But that's just my preference, right? Everybody's different. So that's a Morgan. And then here are my dimes. I got Barber dimes. And these are going to be, again, back to what I was saying earlier about the Mercury versus the oh my gosh, I forgot the president's name. Anyway, these are going to be more recognizable. See, it tells you right there, 1 dime. And it's $1 face value here. And that looks like 1908, 1911. I can't tell that one. It looks like 1907, 1912. That one's hard to see. Maybe you can see it better on the camera than what I can with my eye. This looks like 1913, 1912, 1910, 1908, 1911. So there's our Barber dime. So now I have the whole collection of the Barber. I want to say that they make 50-cent pieces of Barber, but to be honest, I haven't seen them. If they do, I'll definitely look for that next. You know, just because I'm a little bit of a collector. So that's my new order. So we got $1 of Barbers, $1 of Standing Liberty quarters. We have $2 of our Walking Liberties, $2 of our Barbers, 50-cent pieces, and then $1 face value of our Barbers. That was our new order that came in. I just finished telling you that if I'm going to pay for a big amount for silver, I'd rather buy silver, but in this case I wanted junk silver. I got junk silver, but the total that I paid, probably most people would say, well, you should have just gotten some couple of ounces of silver, and possibly, I guess I should have, but I got this at the dip, so I think I paid, I've already made a profit based on what the market is showing the prices of today. But again, I wanted the junk silver, and I'm trying to do it where I get different things every time, and I hadn't bought junk silver in a long time, so here we go. Here's the order. So God bless y'all, and if you're stacking, keep on stacking. God bless. Bye.